Hey there. I was asked to share with you guys a strategy that I use in my classroom, and it is called the interrupting chicken strategy. And this strategy is used when you have those students, and we all have them, that are constantly unmuting and interrupting during class and making it difficult to teach and making it difficult for other students to learn. So at the beginning of the year, when I start with a class, what I like to do, like most teachers, is have them work with me to create our class expectations for the year. Now, inevitably, the conversation is going to come around to interruptions and when it's okay to unmute, when it's okay to speak out, raising your hand, things like that. And when that conversation comes around, that part of the expectations comes around, I like to read a story. It's a book called Interrupting Chicken, and it is by David Ezra Stein. And in this book, if you haven't heard of it or seen it, there are two main characters. There's a little red chicken and the little red chicken's papa. And it's bedtime for little red chicken, and Papa is reading bedtime stories. Unfortunately, Little Red Chicken has a really bad habit of interrupting during the story. Now, it's good-natured interrupting, as it is most of the time in our classrooms. The Little Red Chicken is trying to save the characters, or, from doing something dangerous or silly in the story. So it's really good-natured interrupting, and the kids enjoy it. They think it's funny. And after we read the story, we talk about how it can make it hard, when there's a lot of interruptions and when people are making a lot of noise and doing things when, we're trying to listen and learn. So what I do to incorporate this strategy throughout the year is I print out a literal picture of a chicken, and I just taped it to a stick or straws or whatever you have. And in the beginning, as students interrupt or unmute when they're not supposed to, I will hold up my chicken and I will say something along the lines of, I hear an interrupting chicken. Most of the time, that's enough to get the student who was interrupting to stop. And as the weeks go on, it progresses from saying and giving that verbal reminder to just holding up the chicken and getting really quiet. And it usually doesn't take long before all the students are just sitting there, just silent. So at this point in the year, we're now in the second quarter. I don't think I've pulled out my poor chicken for several weeks. And even then, like maybe once. So after the first, I don't know, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, after 2 or 3 weeks of following this routine with the chicken, I haven't had to use it anymore. So it's been very effective in my classroom, and hopefully it will help you in yours too.